Good day, everyone. I am delighted to be making this presentation, an appeal for financial support in a bid to raise 15,000 euros to enable me complete the cassava value chain development and marketplace mobile application and website that I'm currently working on with a couple of people. Uh, I am Waidi Binro Adebayo. I am a doctoral candidate at the Faculty of Economics and Society at the Wittenherdecke University in Germany. My research is focused on the cassava value chain and especially on the sustainable intensification of cassava cultivation as a means of increasing absolute and per hectare yields within the current cultivated land area, thereby increasing smallholder farmers' income and slowing down the current rate of cassava cultivation-related deforestation. In the past 2 years, I have been working with a couple of people in developing a technological solution to the problem of cassava value chain in Africa, starting from Nigeria. We have completed the concept design for the application website, and we currently at the concept development stage currently. The mobile app and the website has this capability to work in sync and also work independently in some other aspect. The general idea behind the application development and website development is the ability to locate millions and millions of small farms all across the places. Farmers find it difficult to sell their produce because their farms are usually very far off from the nearest city or nearest town, and they are also very small, and it's number one, difficult to locate them, and they're also small, so there's no incentive for sellers to usually to go there and buy. So they buy these things at ridiculous prices and transporters take them from them. So one of the main features of this application is to help farmers, to bring farmers into the value chain, to kind of create inclusion for them. And one of the one of the biggest problems of the production of cassava is low yield, which has been driving poverty among small farmers. And let's come back to it. Cassava is called Maniox esculenta crans, popularly called cassava in Africa. It's a kind of tuberous crop and it can last in the land for up to like 3 years. But usually it's an annual crop planted and harvested between 8 months to 12 months usually. It was introduced into Africa in the 16th century by the Portuguese. The crop is a very important crop. Perhaps one can say that behind maize, it is the second most important crop in sub-Saharan Africa. And again, Africa is the biggest producer of cassava. Nigeria is also the biggest producer of cassava, and it's predominantly grown by smallholder farmers. Most of these farmers are women, and many of them are poor. Cassava is very important because it's like the last line of defense against hunger in times of famine, in times of war, in times of all kind of serious adversity, because it grows anywhere. It grows where other crops will not grow, and it grows with minimal water, and most of the time it means it will grow in very hot places in Africa where other things cannot grow. And what are the major issues? Even for Nigeria, which is the biggest producer, producing around 21% of the total cassava in the world, there's a demand supply gap of like 25 million tons. If you look at yields are very low. Averages are within 8 tons per hectare. Meanwhile, you could actually get up to between 45 to 80 tons per hectare. Part of this is what is the problem. Unfair prices. Producers of cassava get very low prices for their product, which is a disincentive for them to produce more. And we have this thing with problem of glut in the market. One year there's too low produce and the price go up, and the next year there's too much produce and the price comes down, and this is problematic for small farmers. There's lack of a ready market for tubers. You cannot just say, okay, I want to sell my tubers and harvest them and take them to the market. No, it doesn't work like that for cassava. You have to start looking for people who want to buy them and come and remove them from your farm, because they are easily perishable. They perish under 48. They start perishing, deteriorating within 48 hours, and also they are very bulky. You can't just carry them around like many other goods. And there are other problems that are attached to cassava productions, like lack of funding or poor logistics like transportation. You have shortage of processing plants, and also this disconnect between the players along the value chain. And like I said before, the application is going to connect all people along the value chain via ICT. We're going to do farm mapping, so you could actually see all the farms, and no matter how small they are, you can see the farms and the owner of the farms. You will know when a product was planted and when it will be sold, so it's easy to buy, to get in contact with this farmer, even though their farm might be in the middle of nowhere. We also want to connect buyers with processors so that it's easy for these guys to buy and processors to connect with farmers. Information to farmers on how to produce crop is also one thing we have at the back of our mind, because we found out that many farmers are just producing anyhow as it is, and it's problematic for production. We're also looking at the fact that, okay, and we're able to connect all the players along the value chain, create a situation where everybody is a symbiotic relationship going around and forth and back and everything. This is supposed to be a huge thing, and I hope it works well. And we need your support. We need your financial support to raise the 15,000 we need to bring the app to at least to operational mode. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.